Today we are going to take a look at a pair of budget tennis sneakers. Stay tuned. These are Nike's Vapor Lite. Take a sneak peek. Okay, let's break them down. Appearance-wise, black and white is the main theme of these. The upper sits in all black colors sprinkled with a few white elements, those being the big and bold Nike swoosh in the front, the white highlight on the top of the tongue, which also includes an embossed color-matched Nike swoosh, and another swoosh on the side in the heel area. Also, the model name is included on the exterior lacing unit. To cover all the logos, we can find another Vapor writing on the insole and another on the outsole, both sitting next to extra swoosh logos. Lacing structure is composed of basic eyelets, thin straps, and also a white stylized strap in the middle to spice up the design. The midsole is all white with distinct patterns, shapes and angles. Let's discuss materials. The upper is made entirely from a synthetic thick dense mesh that ends in the front beneath a rubber overlay that helps prevent wear from toe drag, and on the sides and in the back a reinforced rubbery synthetic material overlay. Both overlays are glued to the upper. The white highlight present on the tongue is made from the same synthetic rubbery material present on the sides. Speaking of the tongue, this is made entirely from a softer mesh than the upper, and it is thick cushioned all the way and even more in the first upper half to prevent the laces from biting into your feet and cause discomfort or bruising. Interior lining is made from the same soft tongue mesh in the back and from a soft velvety nylon in the front. Thick cushioning is also present in the area surrounding your ankle. Insole is made from thick dense foam with a textile black top made from the same soft mesh material used for the tongue. Midsole is medium drop hard EVA foam and the outsole is an insertion of medium grippy rubber. But what about the features of these sneakers? First of all, the density and the stiffness of the materials used make these sneakers very stable and give you the feeling that they are one with your feet. Also, I can notice thick cushioning everywhere, and this contributes to the overall comfort and also locking your foot in place. The upper is a bit rigid and won't let your feet slide down controllably away from the shoe itself. This allows the player to quickly change directions and catch that serve. The middle strap in the lacing structure I have mentioned before, besides design, also has a practical purpose, and that is being able to pin your foot down to the sole from the heel area to restrict the foot's forward movement when stopping abruptly or during slides. This strap is sewed to the upper on the sides and it is not going anywhere. The insole is thick but also dense, so it will steal from comfort but give you back stability and also a little bit of shock dampening capabilities. The midsole is very rigid and also steals from comfort, but that is good news. The last thing you want during a match is squishy unstable midsole. The outsole is made from rubber that is grippy and designed for hard court surfaces, but I think will perform well also on clay and carpet or artificial courts, but not on grass. I am not saying you can't try them on grass surfaces, but it's on you. Another important and maybe a little overlooked feature that these sneakers have is the big pull loop in the back that helps get these on easily. That, together with the tongue's deep cuts, make this one of the most welcoming sneakers out there. Now, taking into account all these thick and rigid materials and heavy cushioning I have mentioned so far, I would have presumed that this would be a quite heavy sneakers, but I was very surprised to notice that these sit in the lightweight category of tennis sneakers. Okay, let's draw conclusions. Well, I have to say that these are an overall stiff and rigid shoes and will take you 1 or 2 games to break them in. The first couple of matches you will feel them as tanks on your feet, wide and constraining. Nevertheless, these will surely perform from day one. Also, I think that wearing them outside of the court in an everyday scenario will not be a pleasant experience from a comfort perspective and also from a feeling perspective. One downside I have noticed is how low is the upper in the front, and that will put a bit of pressure on your toes, keeping them nicely snug together. Of course, that is intentional. As I have mentioned before, keeping every part of your foot in place is very important and is a priority for these shoes. So I am surprised at how capable and durable these sneakers seem to be, considering the price point. You can find these sneakers at the whopping sum of around $40 US. My opinion is that you are getting a lot for this money. Of course, let's not get carried away. These are not pro tennis players league shoes, but great for beginners and intermediate. If you want something more performance oriented, these are not for you. Now, what do you think about these? Please leave your thoughts below. As for me, see you in the next one.